The builder makes it really easy to control the layout of a page without writing custom code with either HTML or CSS, or even including any third-party libraries where it controls the grid layout for you. So in order to do that, if we create a new page, you'll see here by default it creates a single column in a row. So if I hover over my mouse over this area here, it highlights the area in green, which means that this is a column. And if I wanted to, let's say, create a 3-column layout, I first select the column that I want to modify. And on the far left here, as I hover over, you'll see a green down arrow. Selecting that arrow inserts another column. And if I do that again, it inserts another column next to that one. And so now I've got 3 columns here. And these columns actually exist within inside of a row, which I'll get to here in a minute. But once these have been created, you can now simply drag and drop these columns and control the size of those depending on what type of content you're going to be inserting into these sections. So the nice thing is, out of the box, the use for mobile is fairly optimized, so there's not a lot of work you have to do to change the layout specific for mobile. Let's say we wanted to only have a 2-column layout and you wanted to delete this column. When you select the column, there's the icon on the top right with the 3 dots. By selecting that, you have a few options. One of them is to delete the column. So this gets rid of that column that we inserted. Rows can be selected. If you move your cursor to the far left, you'll see now it highlights that row in blue, which means that I now have the row selected. So if I select that by just pushing my mouse, you'll see that 2 insertion points show up, one above for the row above and then one below. So if I wanted to insert a row below this row, I just click the plus icon, select row, and that then inserts a row similar to the row above it. So these actually function independently now. So if I now drag this row, I can have a custom columns that are different than the row above that. And so again, if I wanted to insert another column here, using the insertion point, I just click and it adds a new column. And again, we've got now 4 columns. And that's how you use rows and columns to control the layout of the page.